Hello everyone, I especially welcome you to Codeverse channel. If this is your first time of coming to this channel, this is Codeverse and we are passionate about web development with a team of web instructors that give you guidelines and useful videos that revolves around website design and development and other technology tips as well. If this is your first time of coming to this channel, please do well to subscribe and go through some of our videos that we have been making around WordPress. In our previous class, we talked about on how you can build a company website on WordPress. Now, in today's video, without wasting much of our time, we're going to be looking at how we can create a booking or appointment website on WordPress. My name is Harrison and it's nice having you here. So if this is your first time you want to create a booking or appointment website, let's take for instance you have a pharmacy or you have a hospital and you want to create a booking website for that pharmacy or hospital where people can actually come and then they book for appointments. So it's very easy for you to do that. For instance, now this is a website, then you just want people to come, then they fill a form, they book an appointment, and then you get in touch with them. Then we can actually create that kind of website on WordPress without stress, without wasting much time, and you can do that within the space of 1 hour. Now we're going to be looking at doing this kind of websites. So we're going to be doing this kind of website. Actually, just as you can see here, we're going to be making this kind of website. This is like a hospital or a pharmacy website. So we're going to be doing seeing how we can build that and also put in a booking functionality on that website. So in this tutorial, we're going to be looking at how we can purchase hosting and domain, how we can install our WordPress, how we can clean up the WordPress dashboard, how we can install themes and plugins, and how we can also import demo content, demo templates. And we're also going to be seeing how we can customize the front page of the website. We're also going to be looking at how we can customize our logo. We're also going to be looking at how we can create new header and new footer. Then also we're going to be seeing how we can set up the booking plugin that will enable customers, clients to book appointments on the website. And we're seeing how we can also add the booking functionality on the front page of the website. So without wasting much of our time, so right now you head over to Namecheap. So if this is your first time of coming or first time of doing something like this, you could just go to our channel to watch the tutorial on how you can purchase hosting and domain on any hosting company. So when you get down to Namecheap, if you've not registered, you go straight ahead to register, or you click on sign in to sign in into your account. So what you will do is you click on hosting. So you want to purchase your hosting and domain. So you just go ahead and you click on hosting. Then we explain the different types of hosting we have. So you watch our video for that. So once you click on hosting, you just go straight to where we have a shared hosting. So you click on shared hosting. Now, when you click on shared hosting, you're going to come to this place here. We have the billing cycle, which is for yearly or monthly. So depend on your budget. So for instance, you're going for the yearly billing cycle. So you come to this place where we have the Stellar Plus, and we also have the Stellar Business. So whichever one fits into what you actually want to do, you could just go ahead and then select the plan that actually befits your budgets. So once you come to this place, what you're going to do here is, for instance, you have an existing domain on Namecheap or any other platform, you could just click on this existing domain. Now, if you don't have an existing domain and you want to purchase a new domain, you could just come here to purchase a new domain. So let's just say, for instance, we have a Harry Codeverse booking. So you could just select the TLD that you want for the site. So I'm going with .com. So rest everything is fine. You click on connect to hosting. Now when you click on connect to hosting, you click on add to cart. So now when you click on add to cart, you can see what you are purchasing, the domain, and then you're also purchasing the hosting plan, which is Stellar Hosting. Then you go ahead and you click on confirm order. So what you're going to do is you're going to pay with your MasterCard, or if you have a PayPal account, you can also make payments with it. All right, so if you are having issues making payments on Namecheap due to maybe card limitations and all that, you could as well get in touch with us and we'll be able to make the payments for you. So now when you have purchased your hosting, you'll be taken straight to your control panel. You'll be given a control panel login which you will have access to. So right now, when you have been given the control panel login, you can see this is our control panel dashboard interface, and we have explained about the control panel interface. You could also watch our video for more information. Now this is the website we're going to be installing the WordPress on. You can see this is the website. You can see, let me refresh that. You're going to see now that the website is totally blank. There's nothing inside this website. So we head over to install WordPress. So we're going to search for WordPress Manager by Softcolors. Now I'm just trying to carry everyone along. So I've done a tutorial on how to install WordPress already on our YouTube channel, but let me just do that again. So we'll go ahead and we'll click on install. So you click on install. So right now, when you click on install, you're going to set up the installation. So right now, we select the protocol, HTTPS. This is the domain. Now we'll scroll down to where we have the website name and the site description. So let me just select this. So then this is our password. Let me select this as password. Then I'll scroll down. I'll just scroll down. Then I'll click on install. Alright, you can see now that it's installing. So it will get to 100% and then we'll be sure that it has installed successfully. Alright, great. So you can see now that the installation is complete. So once you are finished installing that, you head over to your dashboard, your administrator's dashboard. Before that, let us preview the site to be sure that the installation was successful. Alright, great. You can see now that we now have this default template that came with the installation. So you can see that right now. So that is good. So now the next thing, now we need to log into our dashboard. So we'll log into our dashboard. Alright, now when you log into your dashboard, so the next thing we're going to look at is cleaning up the WordPress. That is making the WordPress intact and available to do our work. So that's what we're going to do right now. So the first thing first is you're going to click on this screen option. You're going to click on this screen option here. Then you're going to untick all this so that you have a fresh or just the view that will not be distractive. You can see now it's no longer distractive. So the next thing is I'm going to go to post. So I'm going to go to post. So I'm going to delete this post as well. Then I'll go to pages. Then I'm going to tick this all. Then I'll click on move to trash. Then as well as the trash, I'm going to delete everything there. So select all, then delete permanently. Alright, then I'll go to comments to see if there are any comments there. So there are none. So I'll go to appearance. So appearance, I just have this one theme here. I could just delete all these that are installed on the WordPress. I'll delete these too. Alright, so we just have one theme left. So the next thing is I go to plugins to see if there are anything there. So right now I'm going to select all these. Then I'm going to, or let's just say I'm going to, okay, let me delete this, the Hello Dolly. Then delete this as well. Alright, so let me deactivate this also. Then delete. Alright, the next thing now is I go to settings. Then I click on general reading. I click on reading. Let me click on reading. So right now I'm going to discourage search engine from indexing the site. The reason is because we don't want search engine to start crawling the website when the website is not fully developed. So we'll just discourage it for now. Then once the website is fully developed, then we can come back to this place and untick it. So you click on Save Changes. Now the next setup we're going to do is on the permalinks setup. That is under the settings, you click on permalinks. And when you click on permalinks, so we're going to change it to post name. We can see the permalink currently is day and name, so we're going to change it to post name. So then we'll go to Save Changes. Alright, rest that is fine. So the next thing right now is we are going to install our themes. So right now we're going to install a theme, a demo theme. So we're going to go to Appearance, then you click on Themes. Then you make use of this Add New. You click on Add New. Then you click on Search. You search here. Then you search for a theme called Astra. So we're going to search for Astra. So we have this Astra. Then we also have this. Please take note that we are installing this. So we'll click on Install Now. And once that is installed, you go straight and activate it. Now, once that is activated, so I'm going to cancel all this. So not really necessary. If you preview the site, you're going to see now that it has a different change altogether. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to install plugins. So I'll go back to my dashboard, then I click on plugins, then I'm going to click on Add New. So the first plugin I'm going to install here is Elementor. So I'm going to install Elementor. And I'm also going to install some of the add-ons. So I'm installing Elementor. Then I'm also installing Elementor header and footer. Because if you look at, we are going to customize a header and footer. So that is the reason why I am installing this Elementor header and footer. Then let me also search for some essential add-ons for Elementor. I'm going to install this. Then I'm also going to install premium add-ons for Elementor. So great. Alright, all these other add-ons for Elementor, you can still wish to install them, whichever one you want. So now the next thing I'm going to search for another plugin called Booking. That is Bookly. I'm going to search for Bookly. So this is the booking plugin. Now we have so many booking plugins on WordPress. So we have this. So Bookly, look at it here, WordPress online booking and scheduling plugin. So it's powered by Bookly. So I'm going to install it right now. Okay, great. So rest that is fine. So right now I'm going back to installed plugins so that I can activate all of them. So right now these are the plugins. So I want to activate all of them. Okay, better still, I'm not activating all of them yet. Let me just activate the one I need currently. So this Elementor here, I'm taking Elementor header and footer, essential add-ons for Elementor, and premium add-ons for Elementor. So I've selected that, then I'll click here to activate, then I apply. Alright, great. So once that is activated, so you're going to see this pop up here. That is for this essential add-ons. So you're going to see it. You click next. So you click next as well. Click next. Then you click next. Alright, so we just go to next. Click next as well. Then no thanks. Alright, good. So we go back to our plugins to see if there's anyone we skipped to install. So we'll go to plugins. Then I'll go to installed plugins. Alright, so they are all activated right now. So we'll move over to the next step. So the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to import a demo template. We're going to import a demo template right now. So to do that, we'll go back to our dashboard. Then once we go back to our dashboard, alright, there's a plugin we did not install. So right now I'm going to install that plugin. So we'll go back to plugins, then we'll click on add new. Then right now we'll click on search. So that plugin is called starter templates. starter templates. So you can see that here right now, starter templates. So you make sure you install and activate it. Look at it here. Starter templates, Elementor, WordPress, and Beaver Builder template. So we'll click on it. Then you go ahead to activate it. Alright, once that is activated, so we'll move over to the next step, which is importing the demo template. That is demo content, already built templates for you. So we're going to install that right now. So once you install the starter template, it's the starter template that enables you to import the demo template. So once you install that starter template, you'll be brought over to this particular page here. So you select your page builder. So right now we're selecting Elementor. Now remember, we have other page builders, Block Editor, Beaver, we have WP Bakery, and so many others. So we select Elementor. Now when you select Elementor, you're going to see some of the demo templates that are here already. You're going to see them. So I explained that in my previous class. So from here you can also search. For instance, you want to search for doctor. You can just search here. Then you can see some templates that are related to doctor. You can see some of them appear. So you can see some of them appear. You can see some of them appear related to that. So another one you want to search for, maybe you want to search for hospital. Alright, so we can see some of them. So now we have this right now. So we'll go back. Let me just cancel this search button. So now we can see now that we have the premium. This premium signifies that you're going to pay for it before you can use them. So nevertheless, we still have the free ones here. You can see all these are free. All these without premium are free. So right now we're going to select a template that we are actually going to use for this particular tutorial. So I'm going to select something related to hospital, or something related to healthcare and all that. So something related to that is what we are going to select. So once this page opens very well, if you have enough good network connection, once it opens very well for you, so let me refresh this. Alright, so let's look for any health clinic or healthcare team that we can use. Alright, so we're going to select this diagnostic lab. So we'll click on it. Now once you click on it, you're going to see the preview in this particular place. You're going to see it here. So you just hold on for the preview to load. So if you have a strong internet connection, alright, you can see now that the preview has loaded up. You can see this is how it actually looks like. You can see this is how it actually looks like. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to skip. We just skip this. So if you don't have a logo yet, you can skip it, because we're going to upload a logo later on. So we'll just skip and continue. And when you skip and continue, this place is where you're going to select the color for it. So you're going to select the color that you actually want. So you can see that. So any color that befits what you actually want to do, you're going to select it from this place here. So now let's go with this, for instance. So now rest that is okay. We scroll down to where we have this font style. So here you can select the font style you want, whether it is Poppins, whether it is Montserrat, and so many other font styles. So you can select the one you want. If you are okay with the present one, you just go ahead and click on continue. So in this place, you can just fill in your details, but it's optional. So we're not filling any details here. So we'll just go ahead and make sure all these places are ticked. Go ahead and click on submit and build my site. So it will start importing the template for you up to 100%. So you just hold on for it to do that. Alright, so congratulations. the template has been imported successfully. So right now what we're going to do is you can just click here to view your website. So you view the website and you're going to see how the template looks like. So awesome. You can see that right now. You can see this is the template. You can see the way it looks like. It's looking very beautiful. So if you preview the mobile version, so just go ahead to preview the mobile version, you can also see the way it looks like. Alright, you can see that right now. You can see the way the mobile version is actually looking like. It's looking very, very wonderful. So you can see that right now. So now you can see the pages as well: home, about us, services, testimonial, contact us. So in this tutorial, we're not going to be needing all these pages here. We're not going to be needing them. So we just want to make it a static page. A static page means just the front page only. So all these pages we have to go. So right now we're going to see the next thing we're going to do right now. So the next thing is to customize the front page. Yeah, so right now you need to log in back to your dashboard. So you just go straight to your dashboard. So I'm going to do this, then go straight to your dashboard. Then this is our front page. You can see that right now. Now when you have logged in as your as admin, you're going to see this particular, when you open the website in a new tab, you're going to see this these buttons here: my blog, customize, edit page, edit with Elementor, and so many others. You're going to see that in this place here. So right now what you're going to do is you're going to click on this edit with Elementor. So you click on it. So when you click on it, you'll be brought to the editing panel of Elementor. Alright, so once it brings you up to this page here, so you could just go ahead to click this. Then you just click on this close button. So right now, so this is navigator. So you just close this as well. Alright, so good. So now we have this place here right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the editing, for instance. So I told you on how you can edit with Elementor page. So right now we're going to start first with the editing. So let's preview the website and see what we can actually add and remove. So we just need the page to be very short and simple. We don't need much data and all that. You just need it to be simple. It's just a booking platform. So do you get that right now? So here we come to this page here. So for instance, we have a name for the website. So you click on this button here. So let's say, okay, welcome to Point Lab. Okay, now let's take, for instance, I don't want us to use this particular thing that we have here. So I want us to just create our own. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this particular colon for this picture. I'm going to delete it. So I've deleted it. So I have this particular colon here right now. So I have this colon. So what I'm going to do next is I would like to centralize all of them. Centralize them so that they'll be on the center side. Click on this, then also let's click on this text here, then also put it on center, then also click on this other text here, this other text, then you also centralize it as well. Alright, we can see now that the centralize is not on this particular content section, so it will be on the style section. So we'll go to style. And once we head over to style, we're going to see this alignment center. And the buttons as well, we don't really need the button because we are not redirecting to any other page. We don't need the button here. So just delete this button that we see here. Click on it, then you can just right click. When you right click, then you go ahead to click on delete. So right now we have this. So right now this particular certification here, I want to just remove it. So we have the next one here. Let's see the ones we can remove. Okay, we could leave this our expertise. Even this we could also leave it. But we could just, let me just bring it down here. Let me look for a space to put it in between these two stuff here. So let me just drop it here. Alright, so done that. So let me just close this. I may not need this. Latest case study is what you have done. This one is testimonial, what people say about us. Just close this. Then also delete this as well. Okay, we don't need our team member. All we just need is let people know that it's just for them to book an appointment. So that's just all we need. Subscribe to newsletter, we don't need that. Okay, this one is footer. So let us update it and see how the website looks like first before we can know what to do next. Alright, that is the updated. So refresh the web page. Alright, so we've refreshed that. So we can see this is first footer, this is the main footer itself. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete this button here, that is this section here. I'm going to delete it. Then also delete this section as well. Alright, good. So that is that. Alright, having done that, we need to start working. So let's delete this. We don't need much content anyway. So having done that right now, we could just start by giving the write-up for it. So you make sure you have your write-up already. So right now I'm going to click on this. So let me just say, welcome to Codebase Clinic. So for instance, that is what I want it to be. So right now here, we will ensure you always get the best results. So we could write anything here. We could also giving you the best care. Giving you the best, okay, let me just say health care ever. So giving you the best health care ever. So right now in this place, so this is just a test. So right now I'll click on it. Once you click on it, you go ahead and you click on content. Now once you click on content, you'll be able to edit the particular content we have here. So I'm just going to delete all this demo test. So right now we'll just say, okay, we are available 247 to receive your bookings. So this is what we have here. So now rest that is okay. So the next thing now is okay. So we could also delete some of all these. These are not really necessary anyway. Just delete this one here. Just delete this. Okay. Now let's also look for what we can delete here. Delete this. Okay, let's delete this one. This colon, we have two colons here. This is one colon. This is another colon here too. So I'm going to delete this particular place here. So leaving me with this particular section here, this particular one here, and this picture. So right now I'll just, this place is make an appointment. So this place is where I'll write a test. So let me say schedule an appointment with any of our top staff. So this is okay. Then I'll just go ahead and update it. Then this particular book phone number, we don't need it. We don't need it. We could, if you want to put it, we could also put it in the footer section, which we are going to be creating later on. So I'm going to delete this right now. Even this start now. I'm going to delete this. So that is deleted. So here I'm going to put the appointments stuff here. So we're going to look at that later. So right now, all these ones could just be normal test, blah, 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 blah. All right, so I will just go ahead to update it. Now, when you look at the sites, we can see here that, okay, it's updated. So let's refresh it now. So you can see now that it has taken another look altogether. You can see that. So what we can see here, another thing, for instance, you can see that there's a whole lot of space in this place, in this particular section. So to do that, if you're having something similar to that, you can actually just edit that particular spacing. So this is it here, and this is another one. So just click on this button here. Once you click on this, then you go straight to where we have advanced. Then you can see now that we have top and bottom. That is the padding. You click on padding here, top and bottom. You can see that they have the padding of 80. So I could just delete the 80, then make it possibly, just delete it, make it 0 completely. And let us see, you can see now that it has actually shifted up. So I believe the same thing also is applicable to this place here. So we have another padding in here. That's why we have space in this place. So click on this place here, this edit section. Then you go straight to advanced. And when you get straight to advanced, you can see the whole padding that it has. So I'm just going to delete that. So that is, for instance, if you don't want the space at all. That is the essence of you doing that. So this padding is where you can actually edit the space between one section and the other section. So that is what this padding actually does. So once that is deleted, let us update it and preview the site. You can see now that it's already closed by. So if you want to still give it a space, you can just still use the padding section. So if you preview the site, so alright, you can see now that it has a space. It doesn't have a space again. You can see that right now, but it's still not good because it's too compacted. So what you can do is you can still make use of the padding. So for instance, this padding here is 0, so I can just make use of it. So do you get that right now? You can see now that space is coming up gradually. So rest that is okay. You go ahead, you click on updates. Now other editing, you can also go straight to edit them based on your preference, based on what you actually desire to do. Then we have this particular banner here. This particular banner, the background is not visible, so we can just go back to our Elementor. Then we'll go straight to the header. That is the banner section. So we'll click on it. This is the banner section. So we'll click on this edit section. When you click on it, you will see layout, style, and advanced. You go straight to click on style. So style is where you change the background, whether you want its color or blah blah blah. So right now you can see now that this is actually the image. So possibly let's see if there is background overlay. So we'll click on background overlay. So now there is no background overlay, so that is possibly the image itself. So right now we click on this place here. So remember, if you want the color to be the background, you click on this color here. So you'll be able to select the color that you want as the background for it. So you can do that right now. Okay, so you notice something here, that the color only appeared in this place. It didn't actually appear here. So right now it's possible that we have 2 columns here. So right now I'm going to delete this image. So I'm going to delete this image right now. So we can see now that we have this here. So the color is here. So now let me put a more better image I feel is okay. So remember, we have upload, where you upload direct from your computer. This is media library, the images or files that are already inside your website. Then here is free images, where you can download free sharp image from any of these Pixabay or Pixels. So that's what it does. So now let's look for any image we can possibly pick up. Okay, let's click this. Okay, this one, let's try this and see how it will appear. Alright, we can see the way it has appeared. Alright, we can see that. You can see the way it has appeared. Alright, not too bold, not too visible. So what we're going to do is, let us just look for another one. Alright, even this padding, let's completely remove this padding. Alright, so we're removing the padding. Alright, great. So we've removed the padding. So let's look up for another one, another image which we can use. So I'll go back to my style. Then I click on choose image. So let me search. Okay, there are no more image available here. Let me pick this and see. Okay, so this seems to be okay. This seems to be okay. This seems to be okay. Alright, so this image seems to be okay. So what we're going to do next is we're going to see how we can change this text color. We could use white, so click on style, click on style here, then you click on text color. Then from text color, you just go ahead to select the color that suits your work. So the same thing is applicable here as well. So rest that is fine. You just go ahead and you click on save on updates. Just go ahead to click on updates. Right, so we're going to change this text too. So click on style. Once you click on style, you also apply the same coloring to it. You click on text color. Then you'll be able to select the color you want. Alright, so rest that is okay. So we'll just go ahead to update it. So now if you've designed the site's finish, is what we're going to do next is, let's preview the site and see. So what we're going to do next is to customize our logo. So I explained to you that you can use Canva to create your logo. You can use Canva to create your logo. So you go straight to Canva, or you make use of logomaker.com. You can see the site here, logomaker.com, to create your logo. So I'm using Canva for instance. So right now I'm going to customize my logo that we're going to upload on the site. So this is Logo Maker. So we'll go straight to Canva. So once you head over to Canva, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for logo. So I'm going to see some sample logos. Alright, so let me just pick any random one. So I'll pick this. And I'll go ahead to click on customize. So once the customize button opens, so I'm going to work on this. So let me just zoom that. So I could just reduce it. So let me change the name to Codeverse Clinic. Or better still, let me say Codeverse Care. Right, then this, I don't need this, so I'm deleting this. So I'm going to put this here. Let's use this. So, alright, so rest that is okay. So I'll just click on share to save the logo. So I'm saving it as transparent. So I'll click download. Then I will select transparent. I'll select the logo that I just did. Then I'll click on download. So right now it's going to be downloaded into my computer. So right now let me save it with a name. Code. Let me say Codeverse Care. So that is saved. So now we have created the logo. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to customize a header and footer. So now look at the website. This is the website. It comes with its own header here, the logo, then the pages, the logo and the pages. So but we don't actually need that, so let's customize our own. And we're also going to see how we remove this particular footer as well and just add something different. So right now to do that, we go back to our dashboard, our WordPress dashboard. So now when you go to WordPress dashboard, you go hover your mouse to appearance. Now Elementor header and footer. Remember this is a plugin that we installed, Elementor header and footer. So I'll click on it. Then I'm going to click on add new. Alright, I'll skip this. So once I click on add new right now, so the first one I'm creating is the header. So I'll give it a title as header. Then when I scroll down here, this place they have type of templates. You click select option, select header because it is header we are creating. Then display on. You make sure you select entire website. So you select entire website. So for this user role, just click on okay, just no need for that. So rest that is okay. We'll go ahead and we'll click on publish. Now having published that, let us preview our site and see if the header is still showing. Alright, you can see now that the default header is no longer showing because we have created another header that we override the default header. So let us design our own header right now. So to do that, you click on this edit with Elementor. So you click edit with Elementor, and then the Elementor interface will come up for you right now. So while that is coming up, remember the logo we just created. So we need to trim it, we need to crop it. So this is the logo. You can see the logo right here. So we just need to crop it a bit so that it will align well. It will not be too big on the website. So I'm just using my open with Microsoft Picture Manager. Just opening that with Microsoft Office Picture Manager. Alright, so that is open. So I'll click edit picture. Edit picture here. Then I'll click on crop. Then I'm just going to crop it a bit. Good. Good. And good. So I'll click on OK. And once that is done, you click on save. You Control S it. Save it, or you see save here. See save here. You can see that. So that is saved. So right now I'll close it. Now I'll go back to my edit with Elementor header. So I'm clicking on add a new section. So I'll click here. I'm going to click here. So here I just want to add, for instance, I want to add 2: as the header. So this is the 2: I want to add as the header. So I've done that. So if you want to put a background to it, you can put a background to it. So in this first column, I'm going to put our logo here. In this first column, so I'll click on this button. Then once this place open here, in this search widgets, you're going to search for logo. So I'm going to search for logo. So this is it. So here I'm going to select this site logo. So I'm just going to drag it inside this column. So you see that? Alright, so in this place, once you drag it here, you can see it's taking up the logo of the default template that we installed. So this place, I'm going to select custom image so that we'll be able to upload our own logo. Then I'll click on add image here, choose image. Then I'll click on upload. Then I'll click select files. Then I'll select the logo we just created from my computer. Then I'll upload that. And while that is uploading, so you can see that it has completed the upload. Then you click select. And when you click select, you're going to see the logo is going to appear here right now. So this place has to do with the image size. You can just reduce the size if you want to do that. Thumbnail. You can also make it medium, large. So we don't need thumbnail. So we'll leave it at medium. This is medium. Alright, so good. So right now you can also decrease it from this place. You can see where I hovered my mouse. You can just drag it down. You can just drag it down so that the the logo will be tiny if you want to do that. Alright, you can see I've reduced it right now. You can see what I'm doing. Alright, so I'm just reducing it. So rest that is okay. Good. So now what I'm going to add here is, okay, before that I want to add a link so that when somebody clicks on it, it will still come back to the home page. So for that, you see where we have link, you click this. Okay, it's already by default. By default means that it's still the same link. So that is what this default means. So right now I'm going to click on update. So the next one I'm going to add in this column, I just want us to add a button here, and that button will be okay, chat with us via WhatsApp. So here I will click this place here, then right in this place I'm going to search for button, or you can scroll down here to search for the button that you want to add in that particular place. So look at the button here, so I'm going to drag it and drop here. So right now in this place, the text that will appear here, that is click here. So I'm just going to leave it at let's say chat with us via WhatsApp. Then here I'm going to put in my WhatsApp link. So just put in my WhatsApp link. Alright, good. So rest that is okay. So you can also style it. So let's just put it, align it to center. Alright, then the next one here is the styling. We can change the background color and all that, and the text color as well. So once you click on style, you can see this button here. This is the typography, has to do with the font style. Then this is the background type. So if you select color, it's already in this color classic. Remember, we have classic and gradients. Classic is for single color. So once you select classic, you have this. Then you'll be able to select the color that you want. So you'll be able to select the color that you want. So rest that is okay. You can still select hover. So that when somebody hovers on the image, what will be the changes that it will take effect. So for instance, hover, then the background color, let's select black, so that whenever somebody hovers on it, the background color changes to black and the text color changes to white. So now text color, we select white. So then here now you can see now that if I hover my mouse here, the color changes to white, the background changes to black, and the color is white. So now rest that is okay. So what we can do now is to update. Now we've updated it, so let's update it first. So now what you're going to do is preview the website and see the changes that has taken effect. Alright, you can see the change that has actually taken effect right now. So now there's a little bit of thing I would like us to do. So for instance, now there's a little space here. So there are tricks you can actually use. So you go back to this place. So what I want us to do now, we're going to add what we call spacer on top of it. So what you do, click on this button here. When you click on it, then you go ahead to search for spacer. Look at spacer here. So you just drag it and drop on top of this particular button. So what it does is that it brings this button down, but the button is completely brought down. So that is where you come to this spacer editing. Then you reduce the spacer size. You can see what I just did is to 10 now. So let's update it and preview the site. Alright, so let's preview. Alright, you can see how it has appeared right now. So this is better than before. Now, nevertheless, you can also still use padding. I taught you that while we were editing the front page. You can also still use padding, and that's why I said there are a whole lot of tricks to achieve what you want to achieve. Now, for this logo size, you may want to increase it a bit. So let us see. Just hover your mouse around it, then you see the arrow icon, then you just drag it. Just drag it. Okay, it's big, so I'm just going to put it low, small. Alright, then we'll click on updates. Now you may also want to add a background color to this header. So all these are just what I'm teaching you. Is very much optional, and when you are doing for your clients, you are bound to be corrected. Clients may tell you, okay, I don't want a background color or do this. So I'm just teaching you the tips you should know. So once you want to add a background color, you click on this edit section, then you go to style, click on style. Now when you click on style, you're going to see background type. You select this, then you go to color, then you have to look for the color that will rhyme with the logo that you have done, so that it will not overshadow the logo you have actually created. So let me see another color. Okay, so possibly this is okay. So right now, so everything is okay. So right now we're going to dare to the next thing, which is okay. Here is a colon, so we can just make it no colon. Then we'll go straight to no gap, go straight to updates. So right now that is updated, you go ahead and you click on refresh. What did we just do? Okay, alright, so I had to hard refresh it. To hard refresh on your computer is Ctrl F5. So that's what I did. So now I may want to, okay, no need of going far, the video is going long. So right now, the next thing now we're going to look at is the footer. So we'll go back right now to our home page, that is to our dashboard. So when you head over to your dashboard, you go back to appearance, then you go to Elementor header and footer. Now when you head over to Elementor header and footer, we have created the header, so we're going to create a footer. So what the footer does is that it replaces this one that comes with this. So why I'm removing this is because we don't need all these write-ups, all these menus and blah blah blah. We don't actually need them. That's why I want to create another one that we override this. So you click on this place here, then you go ahead to name it footer. Then in this place, type of template, you make sure you select footer. Then display, you make sure it's displayed on entire website. Then you go ahead and you click on publish. Now once that is published and you preview your site, you're going to notice that the footer is no longer there. The footer is no longer on the website. We have overridden the footer. You can see that now footer is no longer there. So the next thing, now you go back to the footer, then you click edit with Elementor. Alright, so we're welcome to this edit with Elementor footer section right now. So you can see it has opened. So what we're going to do now is we're going just to add a colon. So we may want to add 2 colons depending on how we want it to be. So let's just say we want to add 3 colons. So we'll click on add section, then we'll click these 3 colons. So great. So what we want to add, the first one, we want to add a logo here. Then we want to add a social media icon. Then possibly we want to add something else. Okay, let us look at it then. So now we want to add a logo here. Okay, is the logo really necessary? So it's not necessary. Let's delete it. So right now, okay, let's just add it. So I'll click on this place here. Then I'm going to search for logo on this search widget bar. So I'm going to search for logo. So once that opens, I'm just going to drag this site logo. You can see these ones with padlock are premium, so we don't need that. I'll just drag this to this place here. Then I'm going to select custom image, similar to what we did with the header. So I'm going to select my logo right now. Then I'll click on select. Alright, great. So now the next thing is, okay, the next thing is I want us to add let's say social media icon here. So I want us to add social media icon here. So, or let me add address here. Let me add address here. So what I'm going to do now is I want us to add a phone number and an address in that particular field here. So let me just search for icon list. So I'm searching for icon list. So I'll drag it and drop here. So right now I want to delete this one. So in this first icon, in this first list, I'm going to give it that's my, let me just say phone number. So let's type in the phone number of the hospital. That is it. So now for this icon, I'm going to go to click on this icon library. Then I'm going to search for phone so that I will get a phone icon. So this is better. This is okay. So I'm selecting this. Then I'll click on insert. Now rest that is okay. Now I can also apply the link so that once somebody taps on the number, it will prompt the person to call immediately. So it's tell, then you just put in the phone number 234. So rest that is fine. So we'll go to the next one. The next item, I want us to add address. So the next item, I want us to add an address. So let's just give it okay, let's just say Asaba. Alright, so good. Now in this icon library, I'm going to search for address or location. You can search for address or location. Alright, so we have this one here. Okay, let me search for map. Alright, we also have this. So let me go with this. Then I'll click on insert. So the rest, everything is fine. What I want to do is we could just do some styling to it. So just click on styling. So right now we're going to, if you want to add space between the two stuff we just did right now, you just add that. Then the next one now is the icon and the text. So the icon, maybe you want to add some styling to it. The size, you could just go ahead and you click on the size to increase the size of the icon. Do you see that? So now this one is the icon color. What will be the color for the icon? That is what this particular place talks about. So once you come here, you'll be able to select the color icon. So for instance, let's use white, because possibly, okay, we can't use white because we wanted to make this place to be black, but no need for that because the logo is already black. So let me just select blue for the icon. Alright, that is okay. Then you go to the text itself, then you click on text. And when you click on text, you'll be able to change the typography, blah blah blah. You can also increase the size of the text from here as well. So you can see the size here. That is too much. So good. So now this one has to do with weight. If you want to actually make it more bold, so let's say semi-bold, So it's bold right now. So the next one now is we're going to add social media link in the third column. So I'll just click on this button here. Once I click on it, then I'm going to add search for social media. That is, just search for social. You're going to see social icons. So this is it. So we have one here, so I'm going to move it to this place here. So now once you do that, you're going to see the icons come up here. So you can add more items depending on the social medias that you have. Then the shape is rounded, so you can select square. Select square, you see it's going to be square format. You can also select circle. You can see the circled format. Then this place also has to do with the styling of it. So right now it's using the official color, but if you want to use your own custom color, you can select custom. Then what will be the primary color? So you can just from here select a primary color from this place here. So you can select a primary color. So you can see that right now. So that is okay. So now you can also increase the size and all of that. So now let me reduce this image, that is this logo, because it looks somehow to me. Let me just reduce that. So right, that is okay. Now the next thing is I want us to add a copyright under it. So I'll just click on this button here. Then I'll just select this single one. That is 1 colon. Select it. Now once that is selected, you click on this button. Then you come here to search for copyright. Copyright. You can just create your own copyright if you want. So you just go ahead to search for copyright. Then when you search for copyright, you drag it and drop here. Then you can see the copyright here. So now it's on the left hand side. You change the alignment to center. So now you can see now that actually we have not changed the name of the website. We have not changed it. So we'll do that from the customize button. So rest that is fine. You go ahead and you click on updates. So right now I may want to change the background color of this copyright. I may want to do that, or I may want to change this background color for this 3 columns. So I will just click on this edit section here. Now once that is clicked, you click on styling. That is style. Then you select background type. You select classic. Then you select color. You can also use background image as the background, but we don't want that. So right now we're selecting this. So here now you select the background color that you actually want to add to it. So we've selected that right now. So rest that is okay. So we could just go ahead and we'll update the site. So this copyright, you may want to put in a black background if you want to do that. So you can just go ahead and preview the site. Now please take note that these are just walkthrough for you to know how you can actually build your own sites as well. So you can see now that what we added has just reflected in this place. Alright, so now we move over to the next thing we want to do, which is the most important, which is setting up the booking plugin. So to set up the booking plugin, you go straight to your dashboard. So head over to your dashboard right now, and remember we installed a plugin called Bookly. So we installed a plugin called Bookly. So I'm just going to close all this overview. Alright, so to get the plugin right now, so you go over to, we need to activate the plugin. You go to plugins, you click on installed plugins. So when you click on install plugins, you see Bookly here. If you've not installed it, you go ahead and click on add new to search for Bookly and install it. Then you go straight to activate it. Now, when you have activated Bookly, you're going to see it in this particular section here. So you click on Bookly, you'll be prompted to do the initial setup. So this is the initial setup right now. So This is the company name, so let's just give it Codeverse Care. Then the industry, so here you're going to look for the industry where this particular stuff falls into. So let me just say medical clinics and doctor. Then the company size, let me just say 1 to 9. So this booklet has a free version and a premium version. So I'm using the free version. So now we'll go to the company owner email. So you must have created a business email address. So info at, let's say, harrycodeverse.xyz. Alright, good. So we'll go to the next one, continue. So what will be the full name? The full name, let's say Harrison. Email address. Then the phone number. So right now we'll click on continue. So now what will be the title here? So let's give it a title for the service. Let's say dental consultation. Then duration, let's say 4 hours. Then we'll click on continue. So this is just the initial setup. When you are through with this initial setup, it says congratulations, the initial setup is complete. Now you'll be given a short code. This is the short code which you are going to place on the front page of the website. So now this is our website normally. So we want to place the short code here. So what we'll do is on your home page, the edit with Elementor where you are working on the home page itself. So right now we want to know where we want to place it. We want to place it here. So you just click on this button, add section. Then you click this plus sign here. This plus sign. Then you select this one here. Alright, so click on this plus sign again. Like this one here. Then you will see this place here. Then you search for short code widgets. Short code widgets. So you can see that right now. This is the short code. So what you're going to do is you drag it and drop here. So right now you see where it says enter your short code. You're going to put in the short code that you've copied from Bookly here. So we're going to put it here. So we're going to paste it in this place. Then I'll click on updates. Alright, that is being pasted. So right now let me refresh the site and see if the booking functionality has come up for us. Okay, so you can see now it is loading up. It's loading up. Alright, great. So you can see now that this is the booking functionality. Now we still have other settings to look into, but let's look at how it works. Now you can see here that this is the, so once someone comes here, this is the category. We don't have any category yet. Then this is the service. That is the dental consultation we created. Then this is the employee, Harrison. So you can see that. Then you can see now that this point now the person will say, okay, this is the time I'm available and all that. We select the time he wants. Then you also select the day that he wants. Then the time and the finishing time as well. So let's say for instance you start from 9. Then you finish by, let's say, 11. Then you go to the next one. Okay, we've not selected service. Then we'll select employee. Then we'll go to the next one, which is the time. This is the next one, time. You see, no time is available for selected criteria. It says below you can find a list of available time slots. So no time slot is available for this. So we'll click on go back. Then when we click on go back, we'll be able to select another time for it. So now we need to now set up this stuff. So now once that is complete, we click on finish. So it's done. Good. So now the next thing now is when you come back to this place, you're going to see this booklet and dashboard and all that. So the first thing here is you look into, you click appointments. You're going to see a list of appointments that people have booked already. You're going to see them in this particular place. So if you want to, you can create, as an admin, create new appointment on behalf of a customer. You can create an appointment on behalf of a customer. So this is the provider, this is the dental consultation. Then you select the period, doesn't match the provider schedule. You can see now it says it doesn't match this provider schedule. So you select another schedule that will actually match in with the provider's schedule. Then here you can create new customer and create this appointment on behalf of the customer. The rest that is okay. You go ahead and click on save changes. Now you can also send notification to the customer too as well. So that is that. Now the next one is the staff members. Now the staff members are like staff, that is people working in this particular organization. So currently right now we have just one staff, and if we are to create another staff, the free version will not allow us to create that. The free version will not allow us to create that. So we need a pro version. You can also contact us to get a pro version as well. We can give to you the pro version of this Bookly plugin. So you need a pro version to create additional staff as well. And the pro version has WooCommerce compatibility. It's compatible with WooCommerce in the sense that you can attach an online payment to it in this place. So that's it. Now the next one now is, you can see the staff here. So you as an admin, you can edit a staff in this place here. So for instance, you click edit, you can be able to edit a particular staff. Now you can put the staff profile image here. This is the email address, the phone number, and all that. You can change the color for it. Then this is the service. So you can add new service on the premium version. Then what will be the cost for this? This is where you put in the cost. So let's just say cost. Then this is the schedule. So what is the schedule right now? So on Monday, you can see now Sunday and Saturday is off. You can see that. Then Monday to Saturday, Friday, these are the timing that this particular staff is available. So rest that is okay. You go ahead and you click on save. So you've seen how that you have saved that. The next one now is services. What are the services that this organization, what do they offer? So currently, this organization have just one service, which is dental consultation. And here right now, when you click on add service, you can be able to add a new service. Let's say child care. So right now we'll click create service. And when you click on create service, you can be able to edit the service. You can create a new category for it. You can give it a color. So let's give it a color. Then this is the price for the service. Let's say it is 7,000 naira for consultation. Then the providers, whose staffs are allowed for this consultation. So if you have multiple staffs, you can select the staff here. But right now we just want to make it all staff, so that all staff can be in charge of this. So it's left for the client, the customer, to select the staff that he wants. Rest everything is fine. You click on save changes. So it says you are about to change a service setting which is also configured separately for each staff member. So the settings here is that the service amount, the service charge for the provider, it may be different from the actual service charge. So that's what it actually says here. So you can just change it. You click yes. So rest that is fine. So we can see here now that we have this child care 7,000 and all that. So you can add more service to it again. Let's say eye care. So we'll click on create service. Now once you click on create service, you can also give it a color that you want to give it. So let's say red. The next one now is the price. You may want to put in the price, let's say 500. Then for the staff, let's select only this person to be the staff that will be in charge of it. It's currently the only staff there. So you click on the next one, okay, which is the time duration is 15 minutes. So let's say duration is 45 minutes. So the time that will be spent on that consultation. So you just click yes. So rest that is okay. You can see now that we have added new service here. Then here is in the next one now is customers after service. Services, then customers. And when you click on customers, you're going to see a list of customers that you have on your organization. So right now you can click here to add new customers. You can click here to add new customers if you want to do that. So now the next one is the email notification settings. That is the setup. Remember that once they have booked an appointment, there will be a mail notification that will be sent to them, and also the admin is going to receive an email notification as well. So this is where you come up to do that, and majorly it has actually been set up for you. Majorly it has been set up for you. It says here, notification to customer about approved appointments is enabled. So if you want to disable it, to disable it, but all of them are enabled. Notification to staff member is also enabled. So you can see now that most notifications are enabled. You can click here to create a fresh or a new notification that you feel that you want them to get. Now the next one is the settings here. After this notification, we have these settings. So now the sender name is Codebase Care. Alright, so Codebase Care. Now this is the sender email. So this is what will appear here. You could just create a customized email address from your control panel. You can watch our subsequent videos. I'll show you how you can create a business email address for your company or for your website. So right now, everything is fine. So we'll just go ahead and we'll click on save here. Now the next thing now we're looking at, we've talked about, this one is SMS notification. It is for pro version. So if you're going to purchase an add-on for it, that is it. Then here is the payments. So payment is manual. So by the time we install the pro version, we're going to get a WooCommerce compatibility with this particular plugin right now. So on this payment here is where you see a list of people who have paid for any booking appointments. So the next one is appearance. Now the appearance here is talking about the styling of this particular form, you see in this place here, of this particular form. So is that talking about the styling? So here right now you see now that it says here is ticked, so show service info. This is it here. So show service price next to employee name. You can see here now that this is the employee. So show service duration next to service name. So you can choose. So it's depend on you. So you could just make all through to select this one. So this place is make select employee required. So once you click it, they must have to select an employee. They just have to select an employee for it. So now that is okay. Now we go to the next one, show service duration. You can see now this is service, this is the duration. You can show their duration here. Now the next one is show staff info, the info about the staff for that particular stuff. Now that is okay. We have the next one. You could just click on next. This is next. You can change the text if you want to do that. Now the next one now is, you can see now that it says show form progress tracker. The progress tracker is this red button that shows here. So once they fill this one, it shows this next one, which is time. This is the progress tracker. So if you disable it, you're not going to see that again. You can see that it has been removed. So you could enable it as well. The next one now is time. So this is the time here right now. You can see the time in this particular place. So if you want, you could show calendar as well. This is calendar. This is calendar. Show blocked time slots. Show each day in one column. Show the nearest time slot. So it's left for you to select the one that actually befits what you are doing. The next one is details. So the details, what details are you requesting, or do you want the user to fill? One is their full name, their phone number, and their email address. Now if you want them to just use first name and last name, you could just take this. You can see now that it has appeared as first name and last name. This one is email confirmation field, meaning if they put their first email, they must have to confirm the email to be sure that it's actually correct. Now this one here is terms and conditions. So if you want them to just accept these terms and conditions, it's just for you to do that. So the next one is payments. Now the payment is this payment is locally, meaning they could just pay on that when they come to your office for consultation. They could just pay. That's what it means here. So right now we go to the next one, done. So this is the booking. Thank you for your booking is complete. You want to change this text, you could just change the text. Thank you, your booking is complete. An email with details of your booking has been sent. So you could just add any text you want to add to that particular place. So the rest that is okay. You just go ahead and you click on save. Alright, so now we look at the next one. Okay, basically we've looked at them, we've talked about the setting. Now let us preview this site and see how it looks like, and then let us book an appointment to see also how this works. Alright, so I've come to this right now. So I'm going to select no category yet. We could create a category for that. So the service, let me select dental consultation is for 4 hours. Then the employee, let me select this. Then right now I'm going to select the date that I want. So I'm selecting on Tuesday 5th. So right now this is the time. So right now I'll click on next. The next here now is the time that I'm available for this booking. Remember, it's on the 5th. So what is the time that I am available? Below you can find list of available time slots. The setup was done from 8 to 6, right? So now I'm selecting, let's say by 9 o'clock, selecting from 9. So right now the time has been done. So I'm going to put in my full name here. So let me say Harrison Hope. Then I'm going to put in my phone number. Then my email address. Alright, then this is a note. If I want, I can leave, the client can leave a note for the administrator. Then yeah, I'll just click on agree. Then I'll click on next. Alright, so you can see now that it's selected. Now, but if you want them to pay online with their card, if you want to attach Paystack or Flutterwave, or if you want them to see your bank details, that is where you have to just get the premium version of that booklet. Then it will give you that capacity to be able to install WordPress that will be compatible to it. So this locally means once I get to the consultation office, I will pay direct there. So this one is the next. So you can see now it says, thank you, your booking is complete. An email with details of your booking has been sent to you. If I want to start over, I'll just click here. So right now, right on the administrator's dashboard, we're going to see this particular appointment that I've actually booked for. So I'm going to see it now. So I'll go back to my dashboard. Then I'll look for booklet. Okay, this is the booklet appointments. You can see it has appeared here. This is the booklet appointments. So I'm just going to go to booklet. Then I'm going to search for appointments. So this is appointments. So I'm going to scroll down to where I'm going to see appointment right now. So it's going to look at it. So you can see now that I have this appointment here. Look at it here right now. So look at it here. So I may want to edit it and blah, 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 blah. I could just edit it. You can see that this is more details about it. For our payment is pending, the notes and all that. So right now, I must have also gotten an email address. I must have gotten an email notification for that as well. So I believe that email settings was done correctly. So let me refresh. Alright, you see, great. So you can see now that it has sent me an email, your appointment information. You can see, dear Harrison Hope, this is a confirmation that you have booked dental consultation. Do you see that right now? So great. So you can see now that this is how you actually do this kind of stuff. So you can see that. So I may want to edit it here. So once I click on edit, this is the name, this is the time, the period, blah, 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 blah. Then payment is pending, status approved. So I could just put it approved, or I could just put it on done. Just approved. This is the payment. So once I get to this office, I'm going to make that payment right away. So right now you can see now that we have been able to create this booking platform. You can see that right now. So all these designs are just clues to what you can actually build and actually design on your own aspect. Do you get that right now? So we have done this, and if you have any question, if you have any confusion, please do well to leave a comment for us, and we'll be glad to respond to your questions and all that. I would like to see you subscribe to this particular Codeverse channel, and make sure you follow us on all the social media handles that we are in. God bless you.